Okay, so I'm gonna give you three scenarios. So we get into
Uh-oh.
the third scenario. So the first scenario is I pass away and I have a will. What happens from there?
Well, first of all, make sure that you tell somebody where that will is located. That's one of the things that I find that a lot of people don't do. They may
Mm-hmm.
do a will and they don't tell the person that needs to know where it's located.
Mm-hmm.
But if you pass away and you have executed a will, then the person who you have set as the executor or the executrix. So to make that real simple, the person who you have left in charge of making sure that your wishes are carried out, that person will either contact an attorney to make sure the necessary paperwork is done to probate the will. What it means to probate the will is basically to prove the will, prove that what's in the will is what was supposed to be there in your wishes. So that's what it means to probate a will. So first, we draft a petition to probate the particular will. We list all the heirs and everything that is associated with that particular will. We contact those heirs, make sure that we have waivers so that if we don't have to do what we call a hearing. If you don't get a waiver from everybody to waive that hearing,
Mm-hmm.
or if we can go ahead and issue those letters of testamentary, because that's why you're probating the will, because that person who you've left in charge is going to actually stand in your shoes. So what I always tell my clients is you are standing in the shoes of the person who has passed away, and you are executing their wishes according to what's stated. So go.
So that happens like you can only probate it when the person is after they pass away, correct?
Yes, right, right. You
Okay.
cannot. I get that question a lot. Should I
Mm-hmm.
take this? I just got my will done. Can I take it down to probate court? No.
Mm-hmm.
You probate the will after the person passes away. Yes. So,
So how long do a person have to after they pass away for it to actually get
well,
probated?
normally with the will, you have 5 years.
Okay.
Okay, and then you still can do some things if it's exceeded that time frame. There are some things that you can do, but I always tell families it's best to go ahead and probate that will as soon as practical.
Okay. Because like scenario, they can't go to the bank the next day.
No,
A lot of people like, oh, I got a will. I can go to the bank next day without
no.
going through that step.
That's right, and that happens a lot. Now there are some situations that if someone has left something different, or they've left instructions to the banks like a payable on death, somebody might be able to go directly to the bank.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's listed in that will, that will have to be probated. The one good thing about probating a will, normally in the wills that we do in our office, we state that the person who is going to step in your shoes, they don't have to be bonded. Sometimes that's really important because there's a lot of cost to getting bonded. So you may want to make sure you execute the will because you don't want the person to have to go out and get a bond, because that's
So,
additional pricing.
so what's the purpose of the bond? Is it to protect?
Yeah, the bond is to protect the heirs and to protect the estate. So if you pass away without a will in the state of Alabama,
Mm-hmm.
you do have to get a bond that's set by the court system,
Oh wow.
and that's based on what the assets of the estate may come out to be. You may have real estate. The real estate may come out to be, if you sell it, $200,000 or $300,000. You may have to be bonded for that amount, if that amount of equity. The court looks to what the amount of equity and if that bond needs to be increased or decreased. But the minimum bond is normally $25,000, and that can run you anywhere from $150 to $350 or more. So that's one of the that's a really good reason to leave a will for your family. Not just that purpose, but you want to try to save your family money, especially during that time, because you don't know what may be going on with them.
How long does it usually take the process, even with leaving it in the gift?
Well, sometimes wills can take up to a year, six
Okay.
months. Some of them can be as fast as 6 months, 7 months, a year. Some can take as long as 2 to 3 years. It's according to what the assets are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and according to You know, if someone wants to contest the will, we have that to happen sometimes. When a party may think or heir may think that the will was not executed properly, that the person who made the will was up under undue influence, or they were not competent to make a will, and they challenge that particular will.
Okay, so
Do you know what's happening in Birmingham? Find out now with the all-new What's Happening Birmingham app. Download today on Android, iPhone, and iPad for free. Get info on everything you need to know about local news, events, businesses, restaurants, and more. Visit our website, what'shappeningbirmingham.com, follow us on Twitter at HappeningBham, or call us at 205-538-4508. Download the What's Happening Birmingham app today. What's Happening Birmingham, your source for everything Birmingham.